Some of the most iconic horror movies are rooted in chilling true stories. Let's explore the horrifying realities behind 5 legendary true crime horror movies, peering into the abyss of human darkness and the unexplained mysteries that continue to haunt us. We begin with The Conjuring, a film that has captivated audiences worldwide. This chilling tale is inspired by the real-life case of the Perron family in Rhode Island, a story that has left an indelible mark on the world of paranormal investigations. In the early 1970s, the Perron family, seeking a fresh start, moved into a seemingly idyllic farmhouse in the quiet countryside of Rhode Island. The house, with its rustic charm and sprawling land, seemed like the perfect place to raise their 5 daughters. However, their dreams of a peaceful rural life were soon shattered by a series of terrifying and inexplicable events. What began as small, unsettling occurrences quickly escalated into a full-blown nightmare. Disembodied voices whispered from the walls, filling the house with an eerie presence. Objects moved mysteriously, defying the laws of physics and leaving the family in a state of constant fear and confusion. The family reported numerous encounters with dark, shadowy figures that seemed to lurk in every corner of their home. An oppressive presence weighed heavily on them, making it difficult to find any peace or solace. Fear seeped into their lives, poisoning their every waking moment and turning their once happy home into a place of dread. The children were particularly affected, their innocence shattered by the relentless hauntings. Desperate for help, the parents turned to renowned paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens, known for their work in the field of the supernatural, took on the case with a determination to uncover the truth behind the haunting. The Warrens documented the haunting with chilling audio recordings and unsettling photographic evidence. Their findings were both fascinating and horrifying, providing a glimpse into the dark forces at play within the Perron household. Their involvement with the Perron family became the foundation for the Conjuring universe, a series of films that explore the Warrens' most famous cases. The movie brought the Perrons' harrowing experiences to a global audience, blending fact with cinematic storytelling. The true horror lies in knowing that the Perron family's torment was not a figment of Hollywood's imagination. Their suffering was real, a stark reminder of the unknown forces that can invade our lives. It was a stark and terrifying reality, one that continues to haunt the memories of those who lived through it. The Conjuring serves as a chilling testament to the power of the supernatural and the enduring impact of the Perron family's ordeal. Next, we delve into the history that inspired the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, rooted in the real-life crimes of Ed Gein. Gein's crimes in the 1950s involved murder, necrophilia, and desecration. He transformed his victims' bodies into grotesque trophies. The film's antagonist, Leatherface, is a fictional creation inspired by Gein's gruesome crimes. Gein's influence extends to other horror films, including Psycho and The Silence of the Lambs. The character of Buffalo Bill in The Silence of the Lambs is partly inspired by Gein. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre blurred the line between fact and fiction. The horrors on screen were rooted in the darkest recesses of human history. Few films have left such an indelible mark as The Exorcist. This iconic horror film has not only terrified audiences for decades, but has also sparked countless discussions about the nature of evil and the unknown. Its impact on popular culture is undeniable, influencing a myriad of horror films that followed. Released in 1973, it explores demonic possession and the fragility of the human soul. Directed by William Friedkin, and based on the novel by William Peter Blatty, The Exorcist delves deep into the terrifying ordeal of a young girl named Regan, whose inexplicable behavior leads her mother to seek the help of 2 priests. The film draws inspiration from a real-life case of alleged demonic possession in the 1940s. This case, shrouded in mystery and fear, provided a chilling foundation for the story that would become a cinematic masterpiece. The Exorcist is based on the ordeal of a young boy, known as Roland Doe. His story, though less known than the film, is equally harrowing and has been the subject of numerous investigations and books. His family reported increasingly disturbing and violent supernatural occurrences. These events escalated to the point where they felt they had no choice but to seek help from the church, hoping for a solution to the inexplicable terror that had taken over their lives. Objects flew across the room, and guttural voices emanated from the boy. These phenomena were witnessed by multiple people, adding credibility to the family's claims and heightening the sense of dread surrounding the case. Strange marks appeared on his body, adding a tangible element to the supernatural assault. These marks, often described as scratches or welts, seemed to appear without any logical explanation, further convincing the family and those around them of the presence of a malevolent force. The family turned to the Catholic Church, leading to a series of exorcism rites. These rituals, performed by experienced priests, were intense and grueling, often lasting for hours and taking a significant toll on everyone involved. The exorcists tapped into our primal fears, reminding us that some forces defy rational explanation. The film's portrayal of the battle between good and evil resonated deeply with audiences, leaving a lasting impression that continues to evoke fear and fascination. The film continues to haunt our nightmares, a chilling reminder of unexplored mysteries. Its legacy endures not just as a piece of entertainment, but as a profound exploration of the unknown, challenging our understanding of reality and the supernatural. Our journey leads us to 112 Ocean Avenue, Amityville, New York. A seemingly ordinary house in a quiet suburban neighborhood. But this house is far from ordinary. It has become infamous for the chilling events that allegedly took place within its walls. The Amityville Horror tells the tale of the Lutz family, who moved into the house in December 1975, hoping to start a new chapter in their lives. They were unaware of the house's dark history, including a gruesome mass murder that had occurred just a year before. Their dreams of suburban tranquility were shattered by terrifying events that began almost immediately. Strange noises, cold spots, and an overwhelming sense of dread filled the house, making everyday life a nightmare. Mysterious voices taunted them and foul odors permeated the house. The Lutz family claimed to hear disembodied voices whispering in the dead of night, and the stench of decay would suddenly fill the rooms without any apparent source. The Lutz family reported physical attacks and levitation. They described being pushed, slapped, and even levitated by unseen forces, adding to the terror that gripped their daily lives. Their children spoke of imaginary friends with glowing red eyes. These sinister playmates would appear in the children's rooms, causing them to wake up screaming in the middle of the night. The family fled their home after only 28 days, leaving behind their possessions. They couldn't bear the torment any longer, and left in such a hurry that they abandoned most of their belongings. The Amityville haunting captured the public's imagination, igniting a debate that continues to this day. Was it a genuine haunting or an elaborate hoax? Skeptics suggest the story was a fabrication designed to escape financial ruin. They argue that the Lutz family concocted the haunting to profit from book deals and media attention. Regardless of the truth, the Amityville Horror remains a cultural phenomenon. It has inspired countless books, movies, and discussions, cementing its place in the annals of paranormal lore. Our exploration concludes with The Silence of the Lambs. The film draws inspiration from serial killer Ted Bundy. Bundy's crimes involved abduction, torture, and murder. He used manipulative tactics to lure victims. The film's antagonist, Hannibal Lecter, embodies Bundy's chilling intelligence. Both Bundy and Lecter were master manipulators. The Silence of the Lambs forced us to confront the reality that monsters often walk among us. The film's legacy lies in its exploration of human depravity. It reminds us that the most unsettling horrors are often perpetrated by ordinary individuals. These films remind us that sometimes the scariest stories aren't fictional, they're real. Which of these true crime horror movies gave you chills? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For more terrifying tales and behind-the-scenes insights, click the link in the description and subscribe for weekly content.